To this week's Get Up From Your Desk. Today we're going to work on our squat depth and position, particularly this prayer squat position. So it was in the program in November, and obviously it's designed to help you squat a little bit better. Now we're going to go through 3 exercises, and then one that's related to the prayer squat position, and then we'll see how it is. So you can see from me here, it's not bad, but I'm a little bit forward. My toes turn out probably too much. And I can't quite control my lower spine. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the ankle. So we do an elevated ankle rock. So stick your foot on just an elevated surface. It doesn't need to be this high, it can be lower. This is quite a good height. And I basically do an ankle rock from this position. Now you should be able to get a fair way further than you normally would. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few just to get it moving on either side. So 5 to 10 just to get some movement through that ankle first. Now you want to make sure that that knee is travelling. I'll show you from the angle on the side. So 10 here. You want to make sure that knee is travelling in line or outside of where the toe is facing. So you see where my toe is facing now. You don't want it to come over here. You want it to go in line or even a little bit to the outside. You actually push it through using a little bit of body weight just to push it the way you want it to go. So that's over, forward, and also a little bit to the outside. It's really important that your heel stays flat to the floor here. Flat to the surface, I should say. Cool. So we're going to go back onto the other side, and we're just going to try and improve the range of where we went to. So the first 10, we were just getting it moving. Now we're going to do 5. We're going to try and go a little bit further each time. So we're going to push forward and really push onto it. Keep my heel flat. So push your heel down while pushing the knee forward and make sure it tracks well with the toe. You should see, I'll change angle again, you'll see how it relates to the squat. And each time I'm trying to get a little bit more range. Okay? So, from my left side now, let's see how it relates. So when I get into this position, if you watch my left leg, how it looks. If you watch my right leg, it's in the same position, I'll be in a really nice squat position then. So it's kind of like this angle is really important, and you can see how low I can get my hip. If it's elevated, you can get that a little bit further, a little bit easier. Push that heel down as you push forward, and more. You spend a little bit more time in that position. Cool. So we're going to use the elevated position again, and we're doing an elevated pigeon. So again, this was in November, and we did this one on the floor, but plenty of people couldn't get the right position really. So elevating the front leg in this pigeon position is going to massively help you actually get in that shape. So, I'm going to get that front leg and lie the leg across it. Again, it doesn't need to be this high, but the higher it is, the easier it is. So you can use a lower surface. And then you just want to really relax in that position. So drop your hips towards the floor a little bit. Make sure everything's squared up. And then for this first few seconds, we're just going to stay in this position. We won't do anything too crazy. Just want to get your body used to it. Try and relax. Don't be inviting any more stiffness. That's what we want. We want to relax in that position. So now let's take some deep breaths. Especially out. And we'll swap sides. We'll do exactly the same. So don't worry about it first, just try and get a good position. to begin with. So you see, without the elevation here, I can't get my hip as low to the floor in that position. There's no way I'd be getting this sort of range on that side. And just a few big breaths out. Okay, yeah. So this time, what we'll work on is we'll get in that position. We'll establish that position first. Then just make sure you drop your hips low to the floor, so you're going to bend that back knee and kind of drop down, lift your chest up. Once you're there, you're going to drop your chest down towards that knee, across to your left hand, across to your right hand, straighten the back leg, lift your chest up, lean to your right, chest up, lean to your left, chest down, across to your left, across to your right, and back up. Okay, you just test that for different ranges of motion. So right side, do just the same. So get that position first, get that established. Chest up, drop down, up that chest. So you drop the knee towards the floor, so your hip drops. Drop the chest down, right hand, left hand. Chest up, over to the right, keep that hip low, over to the left. Okay, straighten that back leg, chest up, to the hips up a little bit higher, twist to your right, twist to your left, drop the chest, right side, left side, and come up. So, you can tell that one, there's no way I could do that amount of movement with my off the floor, absolutely no way. So, now we should be a little bit more free. We've got one more movement, and you're going to get back into this 90-90 position. Now, I had this one in November as well. This is a progression on that. So, you're going to get this 90-90 position. This time you're going to twist towards this leg here at the front. So you've got 90 degrees at the knee, 90 degrees at the knee, okay? You're then going to keep yourself facing forward, okay? From that position, you're going to try and lift this foot away from the floor, okay? So you're going to try and rotate this hip towards the floor, and it'll lift this foot. So from here, what you can actually do is you can grab this, you're able to grab basically around your top of your femur, the bone there, and you'll feel it twist towards the floor. And you're looking to really rotate your hip down towards the floor, okay? So first, just try and lift your foot off the floor. Even if it's just there, you'll be getting some rotation. And also, it's about being able to control that rotation. Okay? So, try and show you. So again, you're going to go there and there, 90 degrees. You can have this hand on the floor, that's fine to begin with. Put your hand on that, try and feel that. And then you're just going to try and aim just to lift the foot off 10 times. Give it just for a split second, just to get that feeling of how to do it. And just be able to rotate your hip and keep control. So, if you want to progress that, obviously if that was a real struggle, stick with it. If you want to progress it, you can go no hands on, so all hands are off the floor. I'm going to struggle ever so slightly with this one. Like I said, just about get my foot off. It's a real struggle. Or you can leave that hand down, try and get a little bit more sat up, so you don't want to be over here. Try and straighten that arm so you really sat up, and really twist towards face this way. And then you can aim to rotate and hold, and then down. Rotate and hold and down. So there your options is either no hands down, really hard, get a little bit straighter up, and hold and lift, okay? Hold and lift. So we'll do the other side. So you've got either pushing yourself up so you're nice and straight up, rotate and lift, or you've got no hand, and do it as best as you can. So that's your exercises. Now, in order to get a little bit better position in this prayer squat, what I recommend you do is you find something to hold on to, whether it's a pillar, a table, something solid that you can actually hold on to. So obviously use this bench. Hold on and lower yourself into a really perfect squat. So down, and you can see how I can now maintain good chest angle, knees out, chest up. And once I've got that position nicely, I can then just wait to take my hands off. I can get into that prayer squat position. And I can sink a little bit, but I can still keep my chest up. So from the front. To see if you can. So you want to hold on to something, whether it's the wall, it can even be someone in your house, you can hold down to them. Your feet don't need to be dead to the head, also you don't want to be duck footed, somewhere nice in between. Sitting down, knees out, chest up, and you push those knees apart a little bit more. And then just test your body weight squat. It's probably going to be a lot better after all that. A little bit of that every day. One of those exercises is going to add up to quite a substantial increase in your ability to squat well. Right guys,